When people call us over personal injury cases, one of the things they often ask is if there's a minimum amount of medical bills that they need to have sustained in order to support a personal injury claim. And the answer to that is no, there's no hard and fast rule about how much is required in medical expenses before a claim is viable. There are certainly cases where the amount of injuries and medical expenses that have been suffered just don't warrant the time and expense of pursuing a case. If you've had a car wreck and you went to your general practice doctor and the doctor said that you've been checked out and you're fine and you're not feeling any pain and you don't receive any more treatment, it's simply not worth pursuing one of those claims. There's not enough value to really warrant your time. However, there are some claims that can be very significant that involve a very small amount of medical expenses relative to what the injury is. One example that we've dealt with recently is a multiple finger amputation. There's simply not much that can be done other than just covering the wound and sewing it shut to help one of those cases. You can often have a lot more in expense in dealing with a relatively speaking, not as severe back or neck injury than you may have with something as severe as fingers being amputated. But obviously in that situation, the finger amputation case would have a lot more value than just a simple back injury case would be. So while a lot of how these cases are viewed is involving the amount of medical expenses that have been suffered, it's not always determinative. So if you have suffered what you believe is a substantial injury or an injury that warrants pursuing a claim, that's a good thing to follow up on and give us a call and talk to us about. We're here to help.